2 coming into this one. Somebody's going to get back to 500 here in week 4 as away we go. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
That's a loss last week, Kate, that he wears. He's worn it all week long, and I know he isn't the only guy out there. There's 11 on the side on every play. But a couple of interceptions, he's going to hold himself accountable. A lot of work's gone into making sure this week's game is an improvement on that.
Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be second down. Lamar now from the gun. Pass into the hands of Devontae Walker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
22 yards. That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. That's Reed on the slant. And he's able to get this down to the 36. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Running with Achane out of the gun. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
From the gun, Jackson. Reed's got it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. They'll come up 1st and 10. Now here's Lamar. Has him on the quick hitter. It's inside the 10. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Jackson's gonna throw again. Buying some time left. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Ravens finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. Steering the ship, already in charge in just his first season, their rookie signal caller from the Ohio State University.
There were times, I'll be honest with you, Kate, that I wish I played baseball. Because you have a bad outing, like this QB did last week with no touchdowns, a couple interceptions. In baseball, you get to play the next day. You get to flush it right away. He's had to sit on it all week long, and you know he wants to rectify it here.
Only took him one play partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line. Back now, pressure on its way. And down he goes. The Ravens defense gets it done. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Another try following the sack. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Dropping back to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the 1st. The Bengals send out the punting unit. And he drives this into the pouring rain. And a sure-handed play there in the rain. He brings in the fair catch without a problem. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Now we'll get set to see the Baltimore offense for the second time. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Offense to the line for 2nd down. They'll stick with A-Chain. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10. A-Chain on the inside give. And they take him down right along the 30. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Lamar. Complete out to the right. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, a give to A-Chain. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Jackson. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Trying to pick it up here with A-Chan. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Evan McPherson lining up the field goal try. A very short kick here from the right hash. Butker knocks it through. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Cincinnati headed back out for its second drive now. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They're throwing it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Pass play coming here. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. That's grabbed inside the 30. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. 3rd and long for him here. He's loaded another one up. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. They'll send out the punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he drives this one into the pouring rain. And this one skips out of bounds and will be marked inside the 30. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. On 1st down, Jackson hits him on the out route. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. 2nd and 3 now. Jackson throwing here. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. He can't hang on to the pass. And now they're left with 4th and short. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And no doubt he wants a good start for himself here in prime time. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. This drive should have been over, partner, but running into the punter gives them new life and this first down. They'll run here following the penalty. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bengals territory. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. It's a 2-score game early. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They'll be set up 2nd and 7. Jackson looking to throw. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
And this is another incompletion. No luck finding his receiver that time. And they're up against it. 4th down coming up. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. And this is the punt you want every time. It bounces out of bounds and sticks him inside their own 10. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock, but what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he stopped.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. To the line we go. They're set 1st and 10. Setting up a throw. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now a give left side. And they don't allow a lane to form. Defense taking care of that play near the line. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Now looking to throw. Setting up the running back screen. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And it'll be touchdown a little before the 20. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. First down throw for Jackson. Pass complete to Walker. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Jackson. Walker hauls it in. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. New New set of downs for him from the 46. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He puts everything behind this one. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So 2nd down coming up. Here's a chain up the middle. And this one does not go far. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Lamar now from the gun. Throwing deep for the end zone. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that makes it 4th down. Punt team on the field. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here come the Bengals to take over once again. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback in his offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
And this run is stopped after getting up past the 35. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. All right, set now, 1st and 10. They'll run the counter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. Motioning the tight end now. Back to the well again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll get this forward, and he's stopped at the 37. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. From the 37. It's Dotson on the catch. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. They'll throw it. And a man is there to knock that away. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And it sets up 2nd down. Putting the tight end in motion. 2nd and 10 now. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead's 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Baltimore running its offense out now. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. He's got to gain a 6 there. That was Micah Parsons making that play. Now, it looks like one of the Ravens is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Play fake, Jackson. That's caught, Devon Achane. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. It's the Ravens. With it, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived.
Defense.
So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. Setting up the screen. Still has some space inside the 35. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Man in motion here. 1st down, here's Lamar. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Jackson's gonna throw again. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Now Jackson off the play action. And this time they're gonna get there and they drop him. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first.
A 46-yard attempt.
Butker knocks it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football! And the fumble recovery is made. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Able to find Achane. And he's gonna be stopped at the 17-yard line. Pressure coming, it's Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. One of the tight ends in motion left. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Flush down out to his left. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens will add to their lead at the end of the half. Point after up and good by McPherson. And the Ravens take a 3-possession lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Back to throw it. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. One last play before the break. Throwing it just before halftime. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. This is caught inside the 15. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now, but will it stand? We got to see what this flag is all about.
Pass interference. Defense.
So that one on the defense and declined, and that brings us to halftime. Let's head to Orlando for our halftime reports and Jonathan Coachman. That one splits the uprights, and the Bengals cut the lead down to 10. So we've reached halftime here in Baltimore. The Ravens flying into the break with a lead. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA. Gonna have to make those halftime adjustments on the fly today. We're skipping right through to the start of the third quarter. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Bengals and this running back headed back out for a new series. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half too as they chase this lead. Receiver in motion, headed right. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. Second and 6 now. Fits it through the middle. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Here's a give up the middle. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's second and 11. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. He's dropping back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They'll bring out the punter here. Fair catch called for, and he brings it in. Looks like right at about the 29-yard line. First and 10 now from the 30. Lamar off the play fake. Reed's got it. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
From the 39. Able to get it to Reed. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield. They've got a man in motion. On first and 10, it's Jackson. He's throwing deep, brought in, inside the 20. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens push their lead further to start the half. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Ravens take a 3-possession lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's Carter on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Cincinnati offense headed out now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Back to throw on first and 10. Hauled in left side. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. from the 36. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Pretty easy to see here. He just simply takes off before he gets full possession, and that is a drop. It's kind of like when a receiver gets a handoff. You got to secure the ball first before you can make anything else happen.
And he'll get it up to the 44. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
They motion the tight end over. They'll throw it again. That one's complete, right side. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Throwing from the gun. Completed over the middle. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. All set up now for 1st and 10. Now a give on the counter. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Finds a man right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. That one right down the middle. And the Bengals cut the lead down to 10.
Bengals 17.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. This return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achan. And he's brought down for a loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 26-yard line.
Lamar now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And that's good for a gain of 5. Look at Cam Taylor-Britt getting up there to track that one down.
Gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Jackson now on 3rd. Looking for a target. Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve complete. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds.
It's 4th down.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Fields this at the 19. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. So now here comes the Bengals on offense. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes them back quite a ways. They send the tight end in motion. 1st down, he takes the snap. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down. Simple dive up the middle. And he'll have it up across the 20 on a decent pickup there. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. They're going play action. And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be 4th down. Punt team on, and they'll send this one away. Fair catch called for and taken just beyond midfield. So no return on that punt. And the Ravens will go on offense. New set of downs for them from the 46. First down, here's Lamar. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. No dice on that prior pass, here's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
A run now with H.N. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. Here we go. Second and very long. Looking slant route complete. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Extra DB out there for the Bengals. Third down coming. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Complete beyond the marker. And he works this to the 38 before going down. That's a pickup of 9. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. Lamar throwing again. Finds a seam down the middle. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They are now set for first and 10. From the red zone now. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Again, it's Jackson to the air. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Brings up a 3rd down.
Jackson yet again. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens lengthen the lead at the end of the third. Point after up and good by McPherson. And the Ravens take a 3-possession lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Evans now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. And the drive will start out with a first and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
We've reached the end of the third quarter on this Thursday night. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the fourth quarter. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. They'll try and throw it here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Throwing now on first down. That pass caught by Dotson. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 42. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Looking to the air here. Setting up the running back screen. And he gets back to the line, but no more. Offense going for it here. 4th and 5. Back to throw now. And they get to him on 4th down. It's a sack and a turnover on down. On 1st down, Jackson able to get it to Reed. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Play action now with Jackson. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. To the air, 3rd and long. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15.
Baltimore, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Achan, a 1st down carry. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. The throw is caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. And the Bengals bring it out a 5th DB. They're in the nickel, 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And he finds him in the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Devon Achan with the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens make it a 24-point ball game. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's Carter on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the... They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. And no luck there, and that throw falls to the ground. Jahan Dotson, the intended receiver. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's an incomplete pass. Couldn't find a home there. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Here's a throw. He puts some power on a deep one left. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Now say hello to the red zone after that big play, huh? As they get set for 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. Working inside the red zone. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. And the Ravens going nickel, 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. They send a tight end in motion. Another carry for him. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for 2nd and goal. They give it to him up the middle. And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. They'll try it with him again. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Bengals making the scoreboard look a touch better. So after thinking it over, they're lining up for 2. He's throwing for it! And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points.
That is tremendous defense. First and foremost, you got to defend against the run on this short of a field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, boy, that is a huge win for the defense.
Oh, the Bengals got to it and recover the football.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore, but he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag. Running with A-Chain out of the gun. And there's a sign of life from the ground game. He's forward with a nice pickup. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll stick with A-Chain. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens nearing their 2nd win of the campaign. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Staying on the ground here with A-Chan. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bengals' 25-yard line.
A-Chain again. And he's able to take this down to the red zone. He's stopped at the 17. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
Trying to pick it up here with A-Chan. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Offense set for a 1st and 10.
And the Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10.
So it ends as a win for the Ravens.